AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't for this, we got. Down to that. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is you see me, 8212. Was breaking. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't like it. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I heard the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. They was dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. With my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS one of the crystals. Extended magazines, shuffle limousines. $4 $65,000 jeans. Well, I stuff the lotion, skirt the testosterone. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older, had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. They was dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. There was no on my rap last time.
Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no playing. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame. So I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had a friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no playing. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no playing. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait. Hop up in this race. No, this not a date. This a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late. Think it's past 8. Took to my place, baby. Be like some. Wait, call Jake. Think I need that. The face. I need to take a break. Wait, but don't be cool. Money stupid blue. Boyfriend is a fool. I'm trying to make you comfortable. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no playing. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no playing. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie. My lie. My lie. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money on everybody.
It is NBA action on... Won by the Orlando Magic. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Missed a wide open look. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Celtics have it. To Irving. Beyond the arc for three. You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for three.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Easy path to the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. The shot rejected by Isaac.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
4-3. Celtics able to clear the board. Here's Irving into the front court. They trail by one. Can't connect. To Aaron Gordon. Throws it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
For three, buries the trifecta.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. From long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Vucevic. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Fournier. Fires the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Timeout Boston as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Oh, Gordon with the rejection.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Irving with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Now a steal as the Magic have it. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Kyrie with the rock. Takes stock of the floor. Magic have it. Count the basket at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Hey, double screen.
That's blocked by Vucevic.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Hayward to Irving. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys down big, knocked loose. Big finish at the rim. They cannot be stopped right now.
Sometimes your opponent is not even in the game from the start. That's the way you run the floor, and you put the pressure on them right away in the first quarter.
Fires the three. Rebound comes to Kyrie. Boston with the basketball to Horford. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Gordon lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Gordon. To Fournier. Isaac. Oh, Horford up to block the shot. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. And a throwdown. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Hayward. To Horford. Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Brown into the front court. Down a bundle to Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. That pass stolen by Orlando. That's going to be out of bounds. Ball's controlled by Boston. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Rozier. Nice pass to get things going.
When Kyrie Irving went out, we saw Terry Rozier become that guy for the Celtics, hence even getting the name Scary Terry. No doubt about it, he may be a starter eventually, and that may be a conundrum for the Celtics.
Hayward. Here comes the screen. To Rozier. Lets it fly from long range. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Celtics have it. Knocked loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. White.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. to Vucevic. To Rozier. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's a chance from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Gets it in the left corner. To Hayward. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Hayward had to force that one, but it's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Short jumper misses. Lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. Short jumper won't fall. Curling inside. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Magic have it. That ends the first quarter. So far, all Magic. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as...
Substitutions, Boston. Substitutions, Orlando.
Return label in... concluded.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Marcus Smart at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try, no good. Misses the second, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Boston with the basketball. To Rozier. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. To Horford.
Cut it.
Driving right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Vucevic. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Rozier. Beyond the arc for 3. Terry Rozier. Not necessarily a shot. Knocks down the 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Oh, blocked away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Marcus Smart. Horford. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. And finishes strong.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Knocked loose. To Horford. Oh, emphatic slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Marcus Smart.
Here we go. Right.
To Rozier. Down to 5 on the 24. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
To Vucevic. Short jumper stays out. Short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. Probing the defense. Hayward. To Rozier. 4-3. Taken by Vucevic. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Cruises inside for two.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
And the slam.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Here comes the screen. Rozier. Not that time. He missed it. No good. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. And see you again after the game.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
A big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Down low, it's Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Here comes the screen. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Tatum. The Magic have the rebound. Here's Orlando with the basketball. They work it down to Gordon. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. For three, they need something to go down. It's no good. Hayward to Irving from long range. Rebound pulled in by the Magic. Has a chance. Cleans it up. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Celtics have it. Kyrie knocks it down from mid-range.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in it. They even throw their bodies into it.
And the crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Throws it up, flushes down the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys down big. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Irving gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Here comes the screen. To Vucevic. Rises for the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Irving brings the ball up court to Hayward. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Hayward to Irving. That's blocked by Vucevic.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Gordon. Isaac. Nikola Vucevic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Hayward to Rozier. The pass set it all up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Great feed. Sets it up. Fires the three. Brown's got the rebound. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. That's no good. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. Magic basketball. Goes to the left side. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Vucevic. Great pass to set it up. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hayward. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Knocked loose. Magic in control. Looking for his man. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Short jumper off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Oh, nice swat.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Vucevic. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
New blood coming in for both sides. Rozier rocking the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Rozier into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Vucevic. He throws it down. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
It's Magic basketball here as we start the fourth.
From the start, let's do it. Substitutions. Orlando.
Grant with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead.
Screen coming, screen.
And finishes strong. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
It's Orlando's ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, cleaning the offensive glass. Cashes in for two.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Count the basket.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Pass to the rim. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Kyrie lets it go. Gets a look. Can't hit. Can't connect from in close. To Aaron Gordon. Lets it fly from long range. Can't give Aaron Gordon that look. He knocks it down for three.
A guy known for being a slasher earlier in his career, Aaron Gordon's really been working on that jump shot over the last couple of seasons. If he can combine that with a consistent passion for the game, we could see a different player.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. Deep two there. Won't go. Over to the right side. Vucevic. Here's a chance from long range. Not done yet. Oh, and a putback.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Boston with the basketball. To Horford. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
To Gordon. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Hayward gets it in the right corner. Rozier. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Aaron Gordon. Slams it down.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
And stuffs it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys down big to Hayward. Irving. Beyond the arc for three. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Baseline drive. The Magic secure the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Magic were simply amazing in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Orlando Magic. The Celtics really lost big in this matchup, and you could tell it was tough on them. Losses like this become main discussion topics.
Game track. Defense.
The Boston Celtics gave up a bunch of blocks, and they gave up a bunch of steals. That would tell anyone that they didn't deserve to win this game, and that's exactly what happened.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I'm in racing. Go up, wild and dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Down, go to the down. I see cause you know. Got Benjamin Franklin on my T-Bano. So drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzled. Bang, I'm the black card on my knee, longer than hair on her. That cavity, and I'm the her dad's salary. Saudi, are you in it? No. Titani,
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo! 80 my Rolex. Might make back the Benz. Pseudo coming out. Black on black again. I might go to trim. I been built to win. I don't exit here. Too much flexing here. Too much bread to get. I've been stretching up. Ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough. I don't plan for luck. I keep working hard. Who keep blessing us? I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. The made of my M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. Now run the check up. The place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would've grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up. Top down. I've been racing. Go up. Wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up. My crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up. The place up. The place up. The place up. Somebody on 10.
Originality, come on, 10 in my car and it's sweet like a cat with a saying they after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody call my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horse scale. F12 Berlin Netta. Like it was shorts in the winter. What turtlenecks in the summer. This here's not for beginners, yeah. Went to came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, Kenny County. Got the swagger on me, yeah. Different fabric on me, yeah. Different on it, yeah. Married to the game, yeah. Holy matrimony, yeah. Oops, dope. Someone stage again, from up to stadium. I took my shot and made it in.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would've grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up. Top down. I've been racing. Go up. Wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up. My crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place 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 up.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me.
I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe? Pops 5 on it. Get live.
All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. Birds in the singing like Jodeci. I cause of my courtesy. Then do a show, pick up my currency. Versace slippers color burgundy. Rappers be talking, think they hurting me. I took a smack, come work for me. Keep the kissing. Round the city. They looking for me. Coming up watching the on TV like that what I wanted to be. Now I'm one getting paid for it. They got us a blessing to see. Doing shows I'm on stage for. Saint Laurent on my feet.
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me.
I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna can I vibe on it. Get live.
I told that for me. Drop my top, now I'm a lot of these rappers getting old to me. Publishing, you owe it to me. I'm dropping the top and showing it. Run to the money, we trying to get fit. I my mind and I had a vision. And then I arrived with 25. We sell out the whole facility. Not liking your vibe, your energy. I came from the with Kimberly. Assembly. We had a good time in Italy. Yo, these be lying by loyalty. Get on my knee, praying to God to cover me.
I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me.
I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe on it? Get live, yeah. Homeside, yeah. Give me right, yeah.
Kenny, I'm with the long hair and I all talk tough like a bottle top. You switch your top off, had it turn quick just to get the off. No deal, shawty, you just a knock off. Chicken, no Coca-Cola, I'm the one that pop off. Hit me my Motorola if you need some. Every day, no, I ain't never call off. Talk on Instagram, will make you log off. And if you think they better than me, bar too high and it's hard to beat. Gucci shades hit dark, so it's hard to see. The easy part is getting money, but it's hard to keep. I know you seeing that I'm busy, so don't bother me. Like I pass every test, you ain't as smart as me. You a shorty, you a wannabe. See me on the scene, you know that I charge the fee. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting up. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting. You can't even handle a like me. I own money and I buy my own. My wrist and your hand gon' freeze. Put it on his hands and knees. Who you frontin' on? Come on, girl. I know you a rookie. You got some followers, so what? Want you a cookie? I got promoters throwing shows so they can say that they book me. When I walk up in the mall, they be turning and looking. No way, I went easy 'cause the pace I be pushing. In the store, I'm like, they like Rico, what you? I'm better than all the rest. Not a drill, ho, it's not a test. You need to roll out 'cause you acting too hesitant. I bet you can't count all the money that I just spent. Singing to the fans like they Jasmine Sullivan. Too big, I just popped my rubber band. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting up. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting.
I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I been finessing since the 6th grade, I might cut for fade, blue face, money stacking tall, it's like 6'8", new rave, star shining all in your face. It took me a minute, now I'm in the game, wait a minute, I've been in it, like it's minute paid, I been getting to it, getting paid, get away. Gotta meditate, get the guap, I'm praying and never stop. Wrists on froze, diamonds on me, do the milli rock. This yo, me when I hit the spot. Big bank rolls, used to post about a chicken spot. Had a chance, but you missed it. I can never fold, say you real, but you really not. Moving like a bitch, you bending, post like O'Neal, you ain't sending. I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake. Gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight. Switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade. I might cut her off if a fade. Wait, I just she can straight. Hey, got 1,000 ways just to get paid. I'm in BK10 up the freeway. I just made a I like need a replay.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, wait up, bust it down, open up, seal, look, then up, this a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even here, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down, it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, ain't no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down, seal up, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, wait up, 30, 50, 100, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, lick 'em out, water don't drown, feature, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, hey, what? Never like a mummy, fake to a dummy, got a lot of young dummies, go roll rap with the Tommy, by the apartment, I moved in abundance, buzz down the I split the place of covers. It's a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even pill, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down. It's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play but you know buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, seal up, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, buzz down, 30 down, 50, 100. I'm down. I keep pile. Yeah, it's my decorator. What damn? Draw 6 like PlayStation. Like station. Can't keep my waiting. My impatient. Whoa. We mix in the basement, in the den, in the kitchen. Post 3 times 10. Hurricane chopper, a baby. Got weed like Sinead. Hey, throwing them like Luda. I'm older like a. I pass it like a. My feet down here. Cold with it like Martin. Break it down. Pick it up. Put it up. Bring it back. Then up. It's a buzz down. Got it in the old name. The buzz. We don't even pill. We just buzz down. Got my on the roof. Don't make them buzz down. It's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play but you know buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, seal up, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, buzz down, 30 down, 50, 100, seal down.
From the back porch, back then with dreams of a stacked fortune. Black kid with dreams by any means to see some self-focus.
It is NBA action on EA. The opening tip won by the Magic, and we're underway on Church Street in downtown Orlando. Gets a look, can't hit.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Cavs at the controls. Knocked loose. Clarkson. To Love. Has a chance. Kevin Love off the mark.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and
stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Clarkson with the basketball. They trail by 7. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. The pass set it all up.
I've been watching this kid since he was 15 years old. TJ Warren has always been one of those under-the-radar type of guys. Averaged 20 points a game last year, and he made big leaps in scoring year after year after year in his time in the league.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Cleveland has the basketball. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Clarkson with the basketball. 9-point margin. Love to Clarkson. That's blocked by Vucevic. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Nikola Vucevic. Love. Shot by Warren misses. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Cavaliers with the basketball. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Cruises inside for two.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Knocked loose. Vucevic. Layup goes down. Well done.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Clarkson. Oh, I missed a short one there. To Gordon. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Rodney Hood. Knocked loose. Magic in control. Fournier. Pass to the rim. That pass stolen by the Cavs. To Love. Great look and vision. It's Clarkson with the slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Vucevic. To Aaron Gordon. Great feed. Sets it up. Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. A lot of contact. No whistle. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Gordon. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Time to shuffle things up. Evan Fournier at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Numbers not good. 52% for his career. To Rodney Hood.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Got to get that one to go. Magic own the possession.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Knocked loose. And he'll head to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Big finish at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Ball in possession of Cleveland to Jaren Jackson. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Finally, I mean finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Jaren Jackson. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Easy path to the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Magic basketball. And he finishes at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Alec Burks. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Smith with it up top. Down a bundle. Alec Burks. Knocks it down off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
For three, the Cavs secure the rebound. Knocked loose. They love this hustle. Gordon, there's the toss. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Cavs at the controls. Alec Burks. Probing the defense to Alec Burks. Nance. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
It goes down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the...
Hey, this our game. Let's take it home now. Substitutions.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Jumper's good.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
The shot rejected by Isaac.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Magic Habit slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Alec Burks. Great dish to set it up. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
An easy two, get back on defense.
To Fournier. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And finishes strong.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Second effort. Vucevic trying to cash in. Won't go. Alec Burks to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
To Jaren Jackson. Magic Habit.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Lobs it up. Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Cleveland has the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Jaren Jackson. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Throws it up. Isaac. Going to launch beyond the arc, and it's Burks with the rebound. To Rodney Hood. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Count the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Here's a chance from long range. Cavaliers with the basketball. Alec Burks to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. That approach, that's what you want to see. Nice save. Hand in his face, no good for Alec Burks. Yes, and the foul. And a Chance at 3 coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Alec Burks.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
From the painted area, won't go down. 4-3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Beyond the arc for 3. The follow won't go either. To Fournier. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Here we go. I got him.
I don't need no screens.
Not big. Finish. Full head of steam that time. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to...
Nicely done.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Clarkson to Rodney Hood. From long range, that won't go. And a throwdown.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down big. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Evan Fournier. He's 2 for 2 now.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Clarkson to Jaren Jackson. Magic in control. Oh, emphatic slam.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Cavs at the controls. Clarkson. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Sets him up. Cavs have it. To Clarkson. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Looking for his man. Flushes down the slam. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Down the lane. Shot won't fall. To Fournier. It's a big finish. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Fires the three. Taken by Vucevic.
In the second.
Wide open look won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Oh, John Henson up to block the shot.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And a nice finish at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Driving right to the... Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Long key from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down a bundle. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and it
stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Cleveland has the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Gordon. Lets it fly from long range. The rebound taken in by Cleveland. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
I got you.
To Vucevic. And strokes it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Oh, denied! As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Clarkson's shot, no good. The follow won't go either.
In the first half, he was really finding that flow, athletically making tough shots. Now, utilize the sets. Maybe come off that curl a little bit tighter. Read your defender. Make the necessary reads to be an efficient player.
Tosses. Pass stolen by the Cavs.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Isaac to Aaron Gordon. Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Not that time.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
All right.
To Gordon. Nikola Vucevic. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Aaron Gordon. For 3, Cleveland has the rebound. The shot rejected by Isaac.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Missed it. To Rodney Hood. Flushes it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Hey, watch the screen left.
To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Gordon. Stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Clarkson. Knocked loose. Magic have it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, knocks it down from 3.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down big. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
Hood. That's no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the